consideration and assume because you're in a different position that you are lesser than them. You're not as smart as them and you're not as valuable as them. But sometimes they take your ass out of that motherfucking position that you in temporarily and realize how valuable you was just where the fuck you was at. Some people, you don't know their value until they gone. You don't know their contributions until those same contributions is not being made. Championship team that traded the guy because he didn't have over 10 points a game forgot that he had 20 assists, goddamn 13 rebounds, 4 block shots, you know, untold number of dive and save out of bound passes that led to a goddamn score. But then when you traded him for a guy that can score 20 points a game, average 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and you wonder why you can't win the championship no more. Where your cleanup crew? Where your guy that's gonna do the dirty work? Where's your great defender while you got all these badass offensive motherfuckers? You see? It's a team effort. If you don't understand the value of it, sometimes you got a person on the team that's presence alone is enough to inspire the team to win a game, a championship, a dynasty. Because one motherfucker, they might not even be the person you even expect. Shit, you might be thinking it's Jordan and all of the players might be thinking it's BJ Armstrong. You know? This is the way it is. So, when you look around, everything is not overtly what you see because your field of vision is upside down backwards to what's really in place. It's the same, but it's different. It's an offset reality from the perception of the true self that's filtered through the lens of the ego self. And they call it a refracted light. This is a metaphor for a shattered mind. It's not really a shattered mind. It's just an understanding that you got ancestral lines that come from varying ways or angles. These are your angels. These angles is which ancestors you allow the most control in your life. You got ancestors that were some beautiful, beautiful people. And you got some ancestors that were some real live classical pieces of shit. If you don't allow those classical piece of shit ancestors to dominate your energy, it allow those good-hearted, kind, loving, prosperous ancestors to shine through you, and it'll give you a characteristic of a prior ancestor in more aspects than 90% that allows you to embody their full energy. If you understand why you can't die, then you understand why you change bodies. But the body itself can become immortal when you learn the epigenetics, microgenetics, and the geriatric understanding of the decay of the cell. It all comes down to the sheath that covers the chromosomes. If these sheaths wear thin, you develop the symptoms of aging. But through the proper supplementation of amino acids, vitamins, and minerals, sometimes you can just get a combination of superfoods and meet all of your requirements to slow the decay of that telomere that's decaying. And as you slow it, you slow the aging process. Sometimes it's the fresh food diet. Sometimes it's the high mineral rich water. But it depends on where you at in the world. And from there, you begin to understand that as you unravel your life, you unravel your ancestral lineage. By doing this, it allows you to do what the Egyptians said, man, know thyself. Because what you made of is more than what you can consciously perceive using three-dimensional scientific, psychological, sociological, or historical methods that's been tried to define what the human is from science. The human is beyond science because humans created science. You know, that's like the egg trying to give birth to the chicken from an empty shell. It's not possible. The human is a three-dimensional fixed position reality training seminar for a developing energy being that we call a God body. This developing energy being will eventually become a full-blown star. Once he goes supernova in the body, they call that a phoenix. You go supernova in the body is to become fully awakened and to become fully realized as the bringer of light, bearer of light, the light source, the teacher of those who don't remember how to remember who and what the fuck they are. Trust in your heart. You already know everything. Because you already know everything, nobody can't really lie to you. So when you accuse a person of lying to you, you must don't know yourself, especially when they're only telling you the truth. And if you don't know yourself, you can't say you have a right to reign over other people trying to learn how to discover themselves. Then you tell people that there's no rank or position, but you tell them that they trying to take your spot. How they trying to take your spot if there's no rank or position? It doesn't make sense. Make that shit make fucking sense. And so, in my personal challenge, I'm not supposed to know what I am doing. My child's mother is supposed to guide me to how to protect my child metaphysically. Now, to give me a comparative analysis, she have to lead me to a mother that is incorrect in her protecting of the child and is willing to sacrifice the child for a life upgrade without doing the necessary work or requirement to earn it by their own merit. Before, the sacrifice would have been acceptable without the work, but it's a new government, a new reign, a new sheriff in town. If you don't do the work, you don't get the reward. There's no entitlement here. Now, here go the trick. Get them to agree that an entitled motherfucker don't deserve nothing. When it come time to collect, because they agreed that an entitled motherfucker don't deserve nothing, they can't accept anything without their conscience giving them an electric jolt in their heart chakra to the black heart. That means they can't step into a righteousness spot as a righteous person after they agreed to a righteous act based off an unrighteous entitlement to a position. Because they already agreed they wouldn't take that position if it wasn't a righteous thing. So you can coax them to the position all day long. They're never going to be able to accept it and show who the fuck they is, because they don't mean they self nor nobody else no earthly good. They only in it for to satisfy their emotions and their desires of the flesh. They have no sense of understanding how to be service to others because they haven't been of good service to themselves. Fuck that shit. I'm riding with my team. Ones that trusted and believed in me when everybody else said I was a piece of shit. I ain't give a fuck. I know what the fuck I can do. I just didn't know that nobody else knew I can do the shit that I can do, so I was just keeping that shit to myself. But when people know who you are in your heart, and they feel like you got something in you that can change some shit, people start vexing grievances. The more people vex grievances, the heavier those grievances rest on the heart of a righteous man until he has to do something within himself to satisfy his efforts in resolving the myriad of grievances that he collect listening to righteous people suffer. And if you don't have a empathetic heart for the suffering of others, you should not be in a position of governance and rulership over other people. If you don't want to give the people that earn their just what they have earned, then you don't deserve to be in a position of power over other people. There's no good in you, so no good can come from you when you feel like that about other people. You got a superiority complex rooted in a delirium somewhere that's reinforced by a jealous nature. A jealous nature is a ruin to a kingdom. So no wise man will allow a jealous heart to enter into a righteous kingdom lest he corrupt the whole kingdom. As my mama used to say, one bad apple will spoil the whole bunch. My mama trusted me to put together her sisterhood as it was before these invaders came over here. She didn't ask me to kiss nobody's ass. She told me, put the righteous where the righteous go, put the wicked where the wicked go, and let God handle it from there. So in my life, I live my life according to those who treated me well versus those who didn't. And sometimes I had to sock a motherfucker in the face to bump straight. It's just the law of the West. Right? And so, when you have a heart of a parent, it changes you into a servant to your children to a certain level. You have to honor the responsibilities of nature has placed upon you as a parent. And as a parent, observe nature and you'll find your job is no matter what the fuck go on, everybody, all hands on deck to protect the offspring, the children, the seed. Every fucking animal on the planet know it of every nature. The human nature is supposed to be the presiding and the most advanced and developed nature of a spiritual being in this realm. Yet, if we don't have the sensibility to unite around the children and let the children develop into righteous beings and keep teaching them this hate shit and this divide and conquer bullshit, then we shouldn't call ourselves human, because we are doing exactly what humans shouldn't do in order to satisfy somebody else's selfish needs. The greatest service is the service of your humanity. And the more that you're willing to take on, the more responsibility you are given. The more responsibility you are given, by default, you have to become stronger. The stronger you get, the better you begin to think. It's called conditioning. The same way you condition your hair. The same way you start your workout with a warm-up. The same way you prepare with a training camp before a fight. You got to be in condition. So the struggles of life gives you the conditioning. And the conditioning gives you the strength and the endurance to withstand the weight. of what you must carry as a person in order to be the best you can be. The stronger you make yourself, the stronger internally, the higher your mental and your psychic energies can climb in the realms of the spirit. It's the connection that they all speak of. Enlightenment, awareness. And the awareness allows you to see things that you prior did not know that you could see right in front of your face, just outside of your perception. Look at the light spectrum that the human can see, and then you understand that there's more to the light than you can actually see. So to experience the unknown aspects is to broaden the vision. And to broaden the vision to the light is to allow you to be able to take in more light. They call this bending the mind out of shape. Once the mind understands how something works, you have moved the mind in a way that it can't go back to a form of ignorance. And ignorance is bliss. Right? So when you put all that together, you start to build on building blocks of character. Do you want to continue to be the person to say who don't deserve shit? Then if they deserve it, let's see. Show me their receipts. Give them what they owe. It's just that simple. When the people come with their receipts and it's proven already that they did their work, and you say that they don't look the way that you want them to look, in order to give them what they got coming, you don't deserve a place in the rulership position over people. So, it's deals being made in this matriarchy where a righteous man to be tested in order for him to secure and protect the matriarchal clan, meaning the queens of the earth. And this is going to tie all of the tribes together at the King of Kings, because that's the only way to get rid of the wars and make everybody one family and one nation. And before the invaders came, we had a system set up. So we go back to the system in front of their face while it's going on in real time, rebuilding our shit while they shit falling. They all know who I am and know where I'm at. Y'all think this is a joke, but the information is too accurate and on point, so you can't refute it. So as they say in El's Holy Quran, we should hurl the truth and falsehood till it knocks out its motherfucking brains. Take it for what it's worth. Don't expect that I will be accepting bullshit anymore, anywhere, without immediate, vile, and vicious retort. But I ain't gonna move if it ain't necessary. It's a wrap. Shut this shit down. Send the imposters home. I don't care where the fuck they go. They gotta get the fuck out of here. I don't care if they go to Nibiru. I don't care if they go to Sheol, Tartarus. They gotta get the fuck out of North America, South America, and Central America. The chief's been spoken. I'm just a motherfucking spokesperson for the collective of the collective. They push me out here to tell them motherfuckers. All gates closed. The king of the North Gate say this shit is over. Y'all done woke me up for this bullshit and I to wrap it up. That's how you gotta tell them. Then you gotta go, ha ha, I was just joking, so that you can look like you was just cracking a joke. Because a lot of truth is said in jest. So the gestures speak. Who is the jesters? The entertainers. The only motherfuckers that wasn't scared to tell the king the truth. All eyes on me. See? Now they can get ready for this long kiss goodnight. You dig? Y'all know what it is. We gotta get ready to get these auto workers a good vacation. So, I don't know what y'all got planned from here forward, but this is a wrap. Get my shit to the house. Receipts cashed in. It's time to COD, motherfuckers. Cash on delivery. Y'all got the motherfucker pay the bill. The bill comes due. It always comes fucking due. Time to pay the fucking piper. Give my sisters they shit, motherfuckers. You not gonna. They ain't no riding bitch gonna never be the good woman. It's just not possible.